welcome to my latest versus video. Today we've got a British A39 Tortoise heavy tank up against a German Jagdtiger, hunting tiger. Both extremely heavy tanks. So the British A39 has got a 32-pounder main gun. The Jagdtiger's got a 128mm main gun, which ultimately means it's a slightly larger cannon. But will that mean much? Let's find out. Both tanks extremely heavy. I think the A39 might be slightly heavier, 73 ton. The hunting tiger, 71 ton. So A39 gets the first shot off in round one. Jagdtiger returns fire. So I'm just working through a bit of a backlog of requests at the moment, so bear with me. I will upload more videos with other requests, but this was one from a few weeks ago I noticed was quite popular, so I wanted to get it out there. So both tanks facing off here. It's a bit of a slugfest. Neither can seem to penetrate the other's armour. And they're getting real close now. This is rare you see this. And I don't think the AI is going to do much now. I think we've encountered that strange AI bug we found in the last video I did. So I think we're going to have to call that round a draw, and hopefully that won't happen again. It seems to be quite random, that particular issue. I don't see it that often, so let's just hope it doesn't repeat itself. So the A39 was a kind of a prototype tank really. I think the British ended up building around 6 near the end of the war, so it was never really utilised in World War II. It's more like a field siege cannon, I think, or some sort of anti-building vehicle. It wasn't actually a tank destroyer or a tank in the conventional sense. But I think it proved quite an effective chassis for a vehicle. What's going to happen? I think the AI is still... Yep, I think the AI is still in the fight here. I think the action's still going to continue. So both tanks dangerously close. Bit of a stalemate really between these two vehicles. I think that's the problem. The AI can't quite handle it because they get so close and then neither have managed to dent the other. So it's a bit of a stalemate. Sort of like the unstoppable force meeting the immovable object, really. So the A39's backing out slightly. Fires deflection. Neither can penetrate the other. Fires another deflection from the Jagdtiger. Come on, let's get some damage here. It's proving a very interesting battle, this one. Oh, main gun destroyed. The A39's main gun has been destroyed, so it can't really come back from that. And I think we could be here for hours waiting for the Jagdtiger to get an outright kill, if it ever happens at all. So I'm going to give that one to the Jagdtiger. So the German tank is now winning 2-1. So can the A39 come back? If the A39 loses this, then the Jagdtiger wins. I'm pretty fond of both vehicles, I must say. They're both at the Bovingdon Tank Museum in the UK, which I have been to. It's a fantastic museum if you've not been. Well worth the journey. I think there may only be 3 Jagdtigers left in the world, and one of them is at Bovingdon. So this is panning out slightly differently this round. Both tanks are staying back, which I think is probably a better way of doing it, considering the type of vehicle we've got here. And they're just going to take pot shots at each other. I don't think either really has an advantage at the moment in terms of terrain. They're going to get a little closer. So the A39's got to be careful. If the A39 loses that main gun again, it's game over. Powerful cannons these, just the armour's too thick. So the Jagdtiger's keeping its front facing the enemy. The Tortoise is trying to flank, but it's cumbersome. Both tanks very, very slow. Manoeuvrability is not a strong attribute for either of these vehicles. Oh, the A39 is in a very vulnerable position there. Look at that crazy AI tactic. I think the Jagdtiger might get the kill shot here. The A39's not careful. No, lost that opportunity by the looks of it. What's going on? Both tanks right up against each other here. A39 fires, deflection. Jagdtiger fires and another deflection. Whoa, this is crazy. What's going to happen? It's a complete stalemate. Look at this. Personally, I think both tanks should just make friends. Oh, main gun just damaged. Main gun damaged in the Jagdtiger by the looks of it. Or was that the A39? I didn't quite see. It was the Jagdtiger, which means that the A39 wins in pretty much the same circumstances the Jagdtiger's victory in the last rounds. The main gun was destroyed. Seems to be only part of the tank either vehicle can damage is the main gun. So this is a decider now. It's 2-2. It's down to the wire here. Pretty much a complete stalemate, really, this battle. So one tank's going to win this, or unless it's a draw, of course. But I don't anticipate it. But you never know. But from what I've seen, it's neck and neck, really. Neither tank's superior in my book. I think it's just going to be kind of a random outcome. Usually in these battles you can tell which one's the superior tank. It's usually quite obvious. One tends to be the dominant tank, but here this is just straight down the line, really. So what's happening here? The Tortoise is pulling back slightly. Just sluggerfest. The Hunting Tiger's moving forward. So far no damage to either tank. That was a nice shot, but no cigar. It's an impressive looking tank, the A39. It's very unique design. Track damage, so the A39 is immobile. So it could go to the Jagdtiger. It's looking like the Jagdtiger's starting to perhaps edge it. You never know. The A39 better do something and do it quick. Another deflection. Oh, that was close. I really wouldn't want to call it at this stage. Oh, what's that? Main gun. Main gun damaged. Main gun damaged. So that's it. The A39 wins. The Jagdtiger can't return fire. The A39's immobile, but his gun's still in the fight. So he wins because he can just carry on shooting and eventually probably kill the Jagdtiger. But we're not going to wait for that because we could be here for a very long time. So that was a pretty tight match, that one. That was quite an interesting one. Played out very differently to my last versus battles. I guess the nature of the vehicles means it's a very slow, cumbersome battle. So there you go. The A39, perhaps a surprise to some, but I knew it was going to be close. The A39 is our victor. Both extremely impressive vehicles though, and on another day it could have gone either way in my opinion. Perhaps a Jagdtiger victory may come if there was a rematch. Stay tuned for more.